Good morning, all you basketball fans that are out on the live stream. Welcome to our Final Four consolation bracket matchup between Pathway Christian School and Faith Christian School. I'm Joe Vasquez here with Jared Julian, and it's good to have you guys watching our stream.
All right, Joe, this should be a fun game. I got to watch Pathway play yesterday, and they were really good. I have not seen Faith Christian play yet, but we're looking forward to a good game. It looks like height-wise, looks pretty even. I don't know what you think, but it looks pretty even to me. We'll see what these teams have.
Yep, looks pretty even. And the game begins. And Faith wins the tip-off. The point guard, number 1, Raken Miller's bringing it up the court. And we'll see how they start. It's hard to start at early in the morning on a Saturday after playing 2 games before. So we'll see if the teams can start off sharp.
That's true. A Saturday morning like this game, a Saturday morning game is really tough to come, like you said, and just shake off the rust and get going. So I want to see which team is going to go all out and which team is going to really come out strong here. I think it'll decide the things for them.
All right, Pathway's coming off the turnover from Faith, trying to set up their offense early on. And we'll see if Pathway can get it going early. There's a big matchup going down. Low between 11 and 35.
I know yesterday for sure I saw number 11 for Pathway, which is Blade Lieberger. He got a lot of points for them. He did a lot of good things for them. And even when he wasn't making baskets, he was still causing things. So I want to see if the Patriots can handle that today.
That was a turnover by Jared Owen. 2 turnovers back-to-back for the first 2 possessions for the Faith Christian School. It seems like Faith is a little bit sleepy still. So we'll see if they can wake up.
Yeah, you just have to get into it.
Pathway early on, you can see they're trying to work it down low for sure. Swinging that ball around. 31 fakes his shot. Takes it all the way to the hoop. Good defense by number 23 on Faith Nathan Johns.
Great
Pushing
block.
on the fast break. And Pathway comes up with a rebound and an early foul. So a little bit sloppy basketball by Faith Christian School. But coach seems pretty calm. It's early morning. They played 2 games yesterday. They're probably a little bit tired.
It's tough. That's tough. Once you get into it, it helps. You get loosened up a little bit, but when you first start out, you see things like that. You get random travels.
That was by Blade Larberger. All right, so Faith's going to bring it up. Let's see if they can get some points on the board. They've yet to have a successful possession.
I want to see them move it around. I want to see them try to get it inside. That was a decent shot right
there.
Good
shot, good rebound by Raken Miller. Raken Miller goes up for 2. No make. Blade gets the rebound from Pathway. Gives it to his point guard to bring it up. Point guard's pushing the ball up the floor. Oh, and almost near turnover. Good defense, good hedge by number 10 on Faith.
Faith seems to be putting up good defense right now. They're moving their feet. They're getting in rhythm, it looks like. So hopefully they can stay in front of everybody.
Oh. Looked like it was off number 1 on Pathway, but the ref called it off of Faith. So Pathway keeps the ball. Pathway's going to inbound it. See if they get any to their big guy. Looks like they got it down low.
Tough
and
battle.
2 shots. Number 15, Lucas Yutzi is going to the free throw line.
Great take by Yutzi. I think I saw number 23 on Faith. He was down there, but he wasn't watching behind him. So if you can, I know it's hard, but you have to try to look behind you as well. He would have seen him coming, I think.
Yutzi makes the first. Hard to make free throws this early in the morning.
Yes, it is.
Misses it, and number 23 from Faith, Nathan Johns, gets the rebound. And Faith's pushing it all the way up there. Number 5 goes straight to a layup on the right side. Great take by Micah Kaner.
Great take.
Finally, they're on the board.
Love to see him push the ball like that. It puts all the pressure on Pathway to have to get back and move their feet.
Totally. Doesn't give them a chance to set up anything as far as defensively. Number 31 puts up a 3. Good hustle by number 15 on Pathway to get the rebound. Stays here. Great hustle. by number 15, Lucas Yutzi, to get that rebound. He's a senior, his final tournament at the Dayspring Classic. Another three goes up by number 2 on Pathway. Another rebound by Yutzi.
I have a feeling he's going to have a lot of them.
Pathway is chucking up the threes right now. Finally, Faith comes down with a rebound. Number 35, Evan Wissendorp. See if I got that one right.
They're going to keep shooting those threes. We'll see if they start falling eventually.
Oh, good pass and good cut by the point guard and by number 5. What a great play.
Great pass. They seem to be getting in rhythm now, and their passes have been good. They've been in good spots. Hopefully they can keep going.
Oh, a little bit of miscommunication on defense. Oh, good help side by number 23.
Stuffed
Johns.
by number 23.
And number 5's going for the fast break again. Oh, misses the layup. Number 5, Micah Kaner, is really looking to push the ball. Pathway back on some sloppy ball back to back by Pathway. And there's 5 again on the fast break. Pathway has got to get back and get a body on number 5. This guy is going to make it a day on fast break points for sure.
Well,
and Pathway is calling a timeout. So we're going to take a quick, short break. We'll be back in a second. All right, and we're back from the timeout. Pathway's going to inbound the ball. And we'll see what Coach worked up coming out of the timeout.
so far in this game, we were wondering who is going to come out fast and strong, especially in the morning games. It's all about who's going to come out with the energy. And so far, Faith has really, they've played really good defense, and they've turned it into buckets on the other side. So,
all right, so Blades going to the line. See if he can take advantage of these two shots. It's tough when someone's getting physical and they're going to the hoop to stay in front of them.
it's very tough.
Good shot by Blade.
Yeah, Blade's a tall guy, too. He's athletic. He's fast enough to get around you. Makes it tough.
And he misses the second. And number 23, Nathan Johns, gets the rebound. Point guard Jack Hoplin bringing up the ball. Thank you for the help on the live
Good
stream.
pass.
And 5 misses the layup. 5 is really liking it around the hoop.
Yeah, they seem to be getting good looks. Even if they're missing right now, they seem to be getting where they want to get when they get down in offense.
So it seems like Pathway's starting off cold from deep, but maybe that'll change as the game goes on. And Micah shoots a 3, no good. Pathway ball.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I know I saw them shoot some threes yesterday, and they were definitely falling. So we're gonna see if they can pick that up.
I think it'll change. It's like I said, it is, as a player, we know it's hard to play early. It's 9:30 doesn't sound early, but it is.
It's tough
for basketball. So these guys will get it going soon enough. And it seems pretty much both sides are struggling to find their deep shots.
Absolutely. I do have to give it to Faith's defense, though. They're all over the place. They're in their face, and that speeds your brain up, and it's hard to shoot when someone's like that.
Good defense.
Good defense. Another stop from Faith.
You like to see 31 on the pathway, not force that in there.
Sure.
Kind of looked it right in there, and Faith just knew it was coming.
Absolutely.
Johns with a 3, no good. And a fight for the rebound. Ref calls jump ball. Quick jump. A good fight by both teams.
It's a good fight. You love to see it. So, yeah, Joe, right now, Pathway so far has been sped up, and they haven't been able to get where they wanted to go on offense.
Right.
They need to find those gaps, it looks like.
The first possession, they had a good throw in to number 11 down low, but then they haven't really worked it too much. And
sure.
Faith actually does have some good defense down low, too, so that's also a factor. A couple tall guys. Oh, nice play by Pathway. Great setup. Just couldn't make the 3. Really good inbound play. Getting a 3 for their shooter in the corner, 31.
It's always fun to see the different inbounds plays different schools have.
Oh, and forcing it in, but Pathway holds on to it. I don't know. Looks like Faith a little bit discombobulated on defense, but it didn't matter for that one. 5's pushing it up the floor for Faith. 10's going all the way to the hoop. Strong. Good strong bucket.
It seems like every time Faith gets the ball with even a glimmer of hope to go the other way, they do. And it's making Pathway have to really, really run back and catch him.
Yeah.
It was a good take.
Good take for sure. Yeah, Faith definitely wants to push the ball, and I think that's their advantage early in the morning. Pathway's got to be mindful of that and make sure a guy stays back. A little bit of sloppy ball going on right now, but Faith maintains the ball. Number 1 with looking for a foul call, gets nothing.
He wanted a foul. It may have been able to be there if he wanted it, but hard to tell. All right, let's see if Pathway can find. Faith is in man right now. Let's see if Pathway can find it. It couldn't right there.
Turnover by number 11, and there is some back and forth ball going on right now. This is what you love. This is what's going to wake up the guys.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be Pathway ball, I believe. We got some subs coming in. Number 5 and number 2 are going in for Pathway, and number 32 for Faith. So Jer, Owen, and Preston Yahtzee are going in for Pathway.
Good pass down
And
low.
Cody Ray for Faith.
Really, really good look from number 30 on Pathway. He saw him cutting. I think it was number 5. Really good cut, backdoor, and hit him perfect pass.
All right, so we got under a minute, tie game. And Faith is trying to take it to the hoop. Good take by number 5, couldn't put it in. Good rebound by 11 on Pathway. Gets it out to his guard. And the guard is looking for the point guard to bring it up. 31 is the guy, the floor general, to bring it up the floor. 30's trying to make a move to the hoop.
30 seconds left. Let's see if Pathway can get a shot here.
Somebody go to the ball. Good defense by 32 on Faith. Oh, and they find him right down the hoop. Oh, and Jack Coplin fouls. Point guard for Pathway. And number 31, Ian Shetler. Ian Shetler is going to the line. I believe that's his first for Jack. So already, Jared, just after the first quarter, the fouls are 5-0.
Wow.
With Pathway having no fouls and Faith having 5. So that's going to play a big factor to the first half and maybe the game.
Absolutely.
Let's see if Ian Shetler can make the second and put his team up by 2. And he makes both of them. And he's going to go take a rest on the bench before the end of the quarter. Number 1 and number 15 are coming in for Pathway. Ian deserves a quick rest after putting those 2 in. Get a quick Gatorade break. We got 13 seconds left. Let's see if Faith can get one final shot. One good look. Oh, to the hoop. 21 goes. Dishes it out to his teammate. Number 5 gets the rebound. Puts it up. And he gets fouled.
With 3 seconds left, we have a foul call, shooting 2.
Hey, you know what they say, Jared? Good things happen when you stay around the hoop, and Five loves to stay around the hoop, and he's getting a lot of chances to shoot the ball and get rebounds, so
That's right. You know what they also say? Bad things happen when you leave your feet on a pump fake.
it's true. And Micah makes the first, making them pay for that one. It's just so fun for all these guys to get to do this tournament. Great experience and great growth for them as a team and friends and school.
Oh, yeah.
And Micah makes both. We got a tie game, 3 seconds left. Let's see if Pathway can get one final first quarter heave. And trying to apply the pressure. And number 2 chucks up a shot, no good. So we have a score of 10-10 at the end of the first quarter. What a good semifinal matchup for the consolation bracket. We will be back with you guys in just a minute. All right, we're back for the second quarter of basketball. We got a score of 10-10 between Faith Christian School and Pathway Christian School. Jared, what do you think the keys are for the second quarter?
So it's 10-10, which, to be honest, this game doesn't seem like it should be tied. Early on, it seemed like Faith was going to pull away. Faith seemed to have the advantage, but the Panthers for Pathway have totally hung in there. And they've been trying to get it inside to their guy, I think, and they just haven't been able to do that yet. So I think Faith has done a really good job at infiltrating this defense. They've been able to get inside just like this and just have opportunities. And even if they didn't work out, it was okay, and they'll try again. I want to see Pathway do a little bit more of that and not just be around the perimeter.
Yeah, so basically Faith is getting more shots on offense, it seems like.
Seems like it.
But they're not capitalizing quite yet. So Pathway is hanging in, and they just put up a 3 right now. I don't think there's been a 3-point made, so point guard for Faith's pushing it all the way up the floor.
That's another thing that Faith has been doing. They've been pushing every time. Just about
right.
every time. They're going to push that ball down for a fast break, and it has paid off.
Point guard trying to figure out what to do with the ball. Chucks up a shot. No good. And number 5, of course, gets a rebound. And that's Micah. Another rebound. Another putback.
Great rebound. He hung in there. He could have gone away, but he stayed where he was, and he got it.
So we'll have to pay attention on the next time down for Faith on who Pathway has matched up on Micah, because whoever it is, they've got to box out for sure. And they might need to switch up that matchup. It looks like it's not one of their bigs, but might need to put one of their forwards or somebody a little bit bigger. So it looks like the point guard, actually, Denver, is going to guard him. Let's see if he can take him. There's definitely a size advantage for Micah.
Looks
and
like
again,
he's not able to.
Yep. Faith knows where to go now, and they're going to quickly pull away this game if Pathway cannot figure out a solution for number 5.
Yeah, you're right, Joe.
Micah.
I mean, he seems to really be causing a lot of disturbance down there.
Oh, good take by number 1. Reich and Miller on Pathway. Good take, just to stop the bleeding a little bit. So only 2-point game.
Great shot. Tough floater on the corner.
So it looks like another guy's on number 5,
go.
and somebody at number 11 came over. Looked like a little bit of a forced shot by Micah, but good help side though. So you see, as soon as they passed it down to Micah, Pathway had help side D come right over. So that might be one of their tactics, is just if no one's making a 3, just abandon the 3-point line and go straight to the hoop, right?
Sure. I think right now you have to. You have no choice. Another travel. Yeah, I think right now you have no choice. They're getting baskets too easily. You have to do something. If you overreact and then you pay for it, well, then you adjust to that. But right now, they're getting beat by number 5 on Faith.
All right, so Pathways head up their offense, and a turnover. Good steal by number 10 on Faith. 10's going for the fast break. He's got number 5 on the left. He goes up strong, and he gets the and one, number 10.
Great steal. Great finish from number 10.
Owen Farmer with the steal and a layup and an and one opportunity.
It was a good, strong move.
Seems like Owen Farmer is pretty active on defense. He's gotten a couple steals already this game, so. And a couple guys are coming in for Faith. I'm sorry, number 10 is Paul Thompson. My bad. Paul Thompson, good play by Paul Thompson. And he makes the free throw. So score 17-12. Little by little, Faith is pulling away.
Faith has been really active on defense. Guys are running all over the place. They're trapping when they can. And they've been able to stay in front of number 11, who has the ball right now, for Pathway, who's been a big deal.
Pathway is trying to work it in and out, and just a sloppy pass by Pathway. Coach is not happy about that, putting in a sub, and looks like Denver's going to take a seat on the bench. And he'll be back in the game soon. Assistant coach is just kind of giving a word of encouragement, a little bit of advice.
So, Joe, it seems like whenever Faith wants to get the ball inside, they can so far. And whenever Pathway wants to, it's been a battle. So, they have to find some way to get it inside easier and get easier opportunities.
Yeah, Pathway's having some issues on defense right now. They cannot get an offensive rebound, and they cannot stay in front of these guys. So, number 23 for Faith is going to the line, Nathan Johns. Misses the first.
Nothing worse than the back of the room in the church gym in here. It is a echoing sound.
And he makes the second. So 1 for 2.
Faith has a good combo right now of defense up top, and then they have on offense, they have number 23, and they have number 5 that they can go to down low. Pathway's got to find a way.
Oh, and another turnover and another steal and an easy layup for Micah Kaner. That just cannot happen. Coach is not happy. Calls a timeout for Pathway. And just like that, it's 20-12, and Faith is pulling away. So we're going to take a quick break and be back in just a second. All right, we're back in the game. Pathway coming out of the timeout. Let's see what Coach says. They've got to clean up the turnovers, right, Jer?
They have to find a way to be smarter with the ball. I think they have to calm themselves down just a little bit. I know how hard that is. I've turned it over so many times doing that. Looks like they got it inside where they wanted.
And it stays here. So they have not gotten back at all to working it down low to number 11, Pathway. They haven't gotten it down low at all to number 11, so.
Yeah, it seems like whenever they've tried to pass it into him,
good shot by Blade.
Patriots have just been ready for that. They have to find a way to get it to him without a long pass.
Faith's working up their offense. Point guards. Oh, good pass and cut. Good shot. Couldn't put it in. Pathway gets the rebound. Number 2 for Pathway brings it up. Number 1 almost loses it for a second. And there's some good pressure being applied.
Good take.
So Pathway's having a hard time buying a bucket. And there is Micah Kaner again. This guy is the source of their offense this game.
So that was a good last take from
It
Pathway.
was.
He couldn't finish, but he got inside at least. If you can get inside, you'll create opportunities and hopefully get it to number 11 right here.
Good shot by 11. Couldn't get the putback. It seems like everything's coming a little bit hard for Pathway as far as their offensive possessions.
It is
Nothing
right
too
now.
easy.
Absolutely.
Good take by the point guard by Faith. Just couldn't put it in. Oh, number 1, aggressive on defense, gets the steal. And he goes up for it and couldn't make it. And that's going to be a foul on number 35, Faith.
Now, Faith has some really good players, really fast guys, but right now they're letting Pathway get inside too easily, and it's creating all these opportunities in all these directions they can go. I think if they can close those gaps sooner, where it's more up top, around the three-point line, and not let them get in so far so easily, if they might not have as many opportunities to score.
All right, so Denver is back in for Pathway. Point guard's bringing the ball back. And Pathway's working it around.
There we go. Some good screens. I'd love to see some handoffs from Pathway, too. Maybe hand it off and screen the guy.
Yep, working it down low.
There you go.
Seems like there's not much hope it down low for sure.
So it's clear that that Faith was ready for number 11 to be the main guy in Pathway. You see, as soon as he gets the ball, they're collapsing 4 guys on him. So I think maybe another guy needs to cut in behind him.
All right, Pathway on the inbound. Works it down low. Faith knocks it out. Another chance. And let's see what they can do this time around.
So right now you see guys open in the corner. If they can cut at the right time and have a good pass, I think they might be able to get behind the defense.
Yep, not much cutting going on at all. You're right. There's really not much movement going on by these guys at all.
They're moving the ball, but just the guys without the ball don't seem to be moving into spots.
And a miss by number 15 on Pathway. Kaner gets the rebound, passes it up. And, number 15 steals it from Pathway. The point guard from Pathway is pushing the ball up. Number 1's got a wide open layup coming up. Oh, and just misses it. A little bit of pressure applied at the end by number 10 on Faith.
It's a good take by number 1 on Pathway. I love to see him push the ball like that. Doesn't always work out, but...
And Pathway takes a 3. No good. Still can't find a three-pointer yet.
Yeah, Pathway's having a hard time with that 3.
And Faith's pushing the ball up. Puts up a 2. No good. Kaner with another rebound. Gives it to his guard for a 3. And the first 3 of the game. What a good rebound and kick out by Kaner to Owen Farmer. And it's a 13-point game.
It's a good shot, good pass. Everything seems to be falling for Faith on the other end.
Pathway's got to stop the bleeding. Get some points on the board. Levin's trying to make something. Nice reverse, couldn't put it in. Yahtzee puts it up. And Yahtzee will get a chance to put some points on the board.
Good rebound by Yahtzee.
That foul's on 21. Matthew Skelton. And the winner of this game will play the winner of the other semifinal matchup between Quentin Road A team and Lake County, which is being played right now in the school gym. So the winner will play in the consolation final, and the score of that game, Quentin Road and Lake County, is 29-20, with Quentin Road leading right now. And he makes the second. So it looks like Pathway's going to apply a full court pressure, and Faith wisely calls a timeout right away to set his team up. Good call by Coach, and we're going to take a quick break and be back in just a second. All right, we're back from timeout, and Pathway's going to apply a full court pressure. What do you think about this, Jer?
So we have 1:07 left here in the second quarter, and as you know, when you come out of halftime, it's just like the beginning of the game. You want that momentum. So I want to see if Pathway can put together some plays here and try to get a few points up before halftime.
Hey, and Pathway got a steal, I guess you could say.
There
on
you
the
go.
First full court press. So see if Faith can figure that out. And all the way to the hoop, number one.
Good
puts
take.
it up.
Again, you see them take it to the basket. Even if it doesn't work out, it will cause guys to collapse on you, and you can either shoot the ball or dish it out, or you'll get fouled, one of the three, and it will cause opportunities for you.
And Owen passes it in to number 12. And number 12 puts it up, asking for a foul, but the bucket's good anyways.
Pathway needs some points here at the end of the half.
They're trying to work it in.
You'll see guys collapse on him. Good take.
Good take by Blade. Is that Blade that scored that one? Number 11.
That is.
Couldn't see because the ref. Oh, and he slips on his foot. Oh.
That is a rough. That's a short straw.
So it actually seems like the full court press the last two possessions has been working because Faith has been bringing the ball down faster than actually they've been bringing it before. So now the point guard's back in for Faith, which is really good. And Pathway has another chance with 6 seconds left to get another point on the board. So they could turn this into a 10-point game, which is much better than where they're at right now. They're pushing the ball all the way down, picks up his dribble. Oh, and Faith gets a turnover, gets a steal, shoots it. Oh, and number 5
Almost.
just barely misses right before the half. So we've got a score of 27-15 right before the half, and some good basketball, and we'll be back in a few moments. All right, basketball fans, welcome to the second half of our consolation bracket semifinal matchup. And it's Faith ball coming out. And we'll see who can get the early nudge in the second half. Jared's going to give us some stats the second half on what it looked like in the first half between both teams.
So essentially we saw it was pretty even for both ways, except for the fact that Faith was able to get it into number 5.
Good three by Jack just to start out.
Who was Micah Kaner, and he had 16 points in the first half. He had 5 rebounds, and those are big points. He had more points, unfortunately, than Pathway had combined. So
beautiful cut and beautiful
good cut
pass by number 2
Love
to put it in.
That. So when they kept getting it down to him, he was getting shots, he's getting rebounds. If they can find a way to limit him, it looks like he's going to have another shot. Good block.
Good defense. For 23's right there. Good follow, good finish.
Great follow-up by number 23. So Pathway's going to have to find some way to limit his points and limit his rebounds, and also number 23's, because right now, or at least in the first half, they were getting almost what they wanted down there.
So, Jared, it seems like when it goes wrong for Faith, there's always another guy to clean it up, or there's always another guy to pick it up. You know?
True. Yeah,
so it is a big bonus to have that.
It's a big bonus. They have a good team. They have a lot of guys that can play.
Good push by Faith. Couldn't put it in. And number 10's hustling back on defense. Almost gets another steal. And Pathway almost turns it over. Pathway's got to slow down, settle down just a little bit. And whatever they had going that first possession, that pass and cut was so good.
That was really nice. We know number 11 can play. We just need to see him go to work in there. Just like that. Good shot.
So good helps ID actually by Faith. Number 5 stuck in there. And there's another fast break point right there. So 5 and 10 on Faith are the fast break guys for sure.
If Faith gets the chance, they are going to fast break, no matter what. So Pathway has to be ready for that. They have to get back if possible. They just can't buy a shot right now. That's the tough part, and we've all been through that.
Yep. And point guard for Faith. Jack's trying to push it a little too much, but when it works, it works. So why not keep going to it, right?
That's right. Give it a try. Give it a try.
Oh, some overplay defense by Faith, and gets the wide open shot. Couldn't make it for Pathway.
So just like we saw an almost backdoor cut, I would love to see if Faith can do, or Pathway could do a little more of that.
An early timeout, and we're actually going to stay online. We're going to stay with you guys. An early timeout by Pathway. So, like we were saying before, Micah Kaner for Faith has had 16 points, and I think 18 now. And I bet you 3/4 of those points are fast break points.
I think so.
So it looks like Pathway has yet to find a solution to stop Micah Kaner. And if they want to get back in this game, and the lead is growing larger and larger as the game goes on, they have to shut down Micah Kaner and allow him no more fast break points.
I agree. Like you said before, the tough part is when you have a big guy or a guy who's really talented down low like he has, especially with the fast break points as well, you have to collapse on him, and what that does is open up other people. And so, like you said, they do have other people. Number 23 is also putting up points, and so as soon as they're collapsing, they're giving it to someone else, and that's tough. So they have to find a way to balance both if they can.
All right, they're coming out of the timeout. And we thank you guys for staying with us in this game and tuning into the live stream. Pathway is bringing the ball up. See if they can get something going.
We're seeing some screens come from Pathway, which is good. Hopefully they can get some guys open.
Good take.
Good finish.
By the big guy. And the score is 36-19. Pathway still going with that full court pressure. And another fast break point.
Another fast break point. I think this is going to be the story of the game. They can still come back. They can still make this happen, but it's got to start right now, and they have to find a way to stop the fast breaks.
Good rebound by Pathway. Big guy's trying to work it in. Fadeaway jumper. Nice, pretty
shot.
jumper by the big guy. He's doing his best to keep them in the game. And if 15 did not tip that, that would have been another bucket because they had 2 blue behind White. So White's got to get some more guys back on defense for sure.
They have to. I know it's tough when you're going all out on offense and you can't find a way to make it work. It's tough to get back on defense when you're trying to focus so much on your offense when you need to score. But right now, that is what's making the difference of this game.
And number 23 puts up a 3. No good. Pathway gets the rebound. Point guard's bringing the ball up. Scanning the floor. Finds an open man. And back to the point guard. And now you're seeing a little bit more screens, a little more cutting.
I think so.
I think you got to keep doing that.
I agree. Yeah, the Pathway seems to be moving it a little bit better, and it's causing more opportunities.
So what Faith is doing is, because Pathway has been cold from the three-point line, anytime Pathway drives it to the hoop, Faith is collapsing, and there's 2, 3 guys that are right around the rim, which is making it a really tough shot for Pathway.
Right.
So if they can dish it out and get some threes, that will really open things up.
Absolutely. Yeah, if they can either dish it out or if someone can cut in behind whoever
Right.
is down low
Yep.
and get an easy floater, yeah, that would be great.
Missed shot by number 11, and Faith bringing the ball up. Point guard brings it all the way in. Passes it to his big guy. Good pass to the big guy. Nice pass to Micah Kaner. A nice 2-pointer for Michael Kaner.
We have to give it to Faith. They're
Really
putting
smooth ball.
pressure on Pathway. As soon as they get down the floor, they're taking it to the hole, and they're making them have to jump and react, and it's causing openings. And when the openings are there, they're passing it. So
there you see it again. 2 guys are there, and he's putting up a tough shot. Just nothing's coming easy for Pathway.
tough shot, yeah.
Oh, and trying to push it up, but a little too far. Oh, you get it back. And there's another 2 points for Faith. Just like that. Blue's just running away with it right now.
Yeah, these defensive stops and then the transition points are starting to add up. I'd love to see Pathway do maybe a few more handoffs. You
Yeah.
don't have to pass everything, across the court or make a crazy pass. I know it's tempting. I did this all the time. I would turn it over because I would try to make a really important pass, and all I needed to do was just a normal pass, and then eventually enough of those will get you a bucket. But
Yeah.
maybe some handoffs, maybe some screens.
Yep. Yeah, I think just a simple 5-out offense would be pass and cut would be beautiful. Eventually something's going to go.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of trying to do that here.
So, and another turnover. And Faith pushing it up to the floor. And point guard, nice dish.
Pass.
Really good by the point guard. This guy is playing some good ball right now. Unselfish ball for sure.
Great pass.
And you can see by the scoreboard. Faith is eager for that steal on defense.
Good take.
Good take.
If they can catch him in transition like that and not be so stagnant, I think they could get some easy points.
Pathway still applying the full court pressure. Oh, so just a little miscommunication. They bump into each other. As one of our former coaches would say, next play, and get back and just next play.
That's right. Move on. I'm curious to see for Pathway if that full court press is going to pay off right now. They're tired. They are struggling on defense. I wonder if they should just get back, but we'll see. Maybe it'll get some points for them.
Pathway's working it around, trying to get it in down low. They get it in down low. Big guy goes up strong and one.
There we go.
Good work by Pathway. Exactly what you want.
Great work. 11 on Pathway, sealed him off. Great pass in, and he finished it off.
And there wasn't enough time for Faith to go. Oh, so they called on the floor. So they called off the shot. They called it on the floor. So it's going to be Pathway ball on the inbounds. Bummer if you're a Pathway fan. And number 30 puts up a 3. No good. Faith gets the rebound.
All right, get back.
And Micah's bringing the ball up. Calls a timeout. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back from the timeout. And Faith's going to inbound the ball. So I was looking at the program, Jared, and it looks like Faith has a handful of juniors, 10, 5, and point guard number 1. According to the program, they're all juniors, and they're going to be back next year. That's a solid core.
Good. That's really good. Yeah, they're going to have a good team. They already have really good signs that they're already playing really well together. It'll be fun to see them next year.
They're going to lose their big guy for sure. So we'll see if they have anybody next year that can fill that role because he is a good player. But that's good for them.
Definitely. Looks like they have it in number 11's hands again.
And actually, Pathway only has one senior on their roster, too. So only 15 is the only senior. So they're going to have a lot of guys returning, too, which is really good experience for these guys just to get some tournament experience.
Definitely. Yeah, the younger you can play guys, I know you and I both loved being able to play growing up and play younger. It just got you good experience, and it was a lot of fun.
For sure. Yeah, and for all you young basketball fans out there, the best way to get better is just by playing the game. You can shoot around, and it's great to shoot around. You can practice. You can play one-on-one, but the best way is just to play 5-on-5.
Definitely. It's hard to simulate the pressure of the game and the speed of the game.
Totally. Yep.
It's totally different, especially in a tournament.
All right, so Faith takes a 3, and a good 3 by Johns. Just kind of sizes him up and just puts it up and drains it right in his face.
Just pops it. That's pretty tough to defend a team that has these bigger guys that are just sitting out on the three-point line and popping them. That's tough to beat.
So Faith's pushing it up the floor. And a little bit of a shuffle feet.
So, Joe, it seems like Pathway's just having a hard time getting set on defense.
Yeah.
If they do get back, they're in front of them for a second, but they're not quite getting set. I don't know if there needs to be more of a plan once they get back or who has who, but they're just getting caught. They're getting caught in some bad spots.
And if you can see Faith's defense, they're really sagging because they know that they don't have to guard the three-point line right now.
Good block.
Good block. Some good sportsmanship by number 5, Town number 11. That's a good block. Love to see that out there. So if you're following the tournament, the other semifinal game in the consolation bracket between Quentin Road and Lake County is about a 12-point game with Quentin Road winning. Another good bucket by Micah Kaner. So it'd be a fun matchup if it is indeed Quentin Road against Faith in the consolation final. And a good read by Paul. Gets the steal, of course, off to Micah. And, misses on the layup, but Paul's right there to finish it up.
Good defense. Yeah, Faith is just playing tough defense. They're
Another
in their
steal.
face.
And should have been a foul, but it's all right. It's 51-24. End of the third quarter. We got one more left to play. We'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back for the final quarter of basketball between Faith Christian School and Pathway Christian School. Pathway's going to inbound the ball. And I expect for Faith to take out their starters in about 4 or 5 minutes. A little bit of a confusion by the refs, but no big deal. Refs got it figured out.
You're getting it figured out.
Yep. So, yeah, I expect Faith to probably start pulling some starters. It's going to be hard for Pathway to come back to this game.
Yeah.
And Faith want to keep their guys fresh for the consolation final.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a game of...
Oh, and that's just unfortunate. Just a little slip on the floor.
I think it's been a game of Faith's defense and their fast breaks. And Pathway hasn't been able to get back, or they couldn't early on. They're working hard, but they just haven't been able to be in the right spots. So...
Travel, yep.
And it feels like the first mistake we've seen from Faith in a while.
Right, totally.
Pathway is relieved.
Yep.
Faith is playing defense up pretty high. They're aggressive.
Yeah, they're still. That's just the way they play, which is going to be tough for Quentin Road to play against next game. If Quentin Road does indeed win and Faith does indeed win. Should be a good game, though. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
Yeah. I would love to see Pathway do some back cuts.
Yep.
With an aggressive defense like Faith plays, it's really, really good. But if you can shoot out and then cut back door, I bet they would catch some guys up stuck at the three-point line. You might be able to go to the basket.
And a three by the point guard. Faith gets the ball and is pushing it up again. Seems like their point guard for Faith is a pretty good passer. Pretty good court vision.
Definitely.
Good shot by number 10. This is it. He's hustling back. This guy, number 10, is hustling on defense. He's just all about getting that ball.
Yeah, I think you're right. The point guard has been controlled, and they've had just good passes, good smart plays.
Trying to work it in. So there's like 4 guys right there.
There is.
But little reaching foul.
So you have to give it to Faith, though. They knew that that's what they had to do.
Right, yep.
And that's what they're doing. I think Pathway just didn't quite adjust to it the way they had to, but
right.
It's tough to do.
So it looks like 2 starters are coming in, and 32 and number 5 for Faith are coming back in the game, and 12 and 23 are coming out.
Good steal.
Woo!
He swatted it. I was hoping they wouldn't call a foul. But
Yeah, I think they're calling the body.
yeah.
Yep.
It was a good try by number 11 on
Yeah.
Pathway.
Number 10 smartly almost threw himself into number 11.
Yeah, good body control.
This is the first. And we got a score still of 51-24. And the other game in the other gym between Quentin Road and Lake County is 49-35. So Quentin Road is definitely pulling away. And he misses the second, and it's going to be white ball. So Pathway's bringing it up. There's, of course, number 1 playing that defense up top.
So, Joe, we haven't seen Pathway get it inside in a long time. Faith has just been collapsing, and there's a good look inside.
That's a great shot. Because you saw, again, that there were 2 guys on him every single time.
Great
but
shot.
Really good shot. So number 11 can turn into a really nice player as his game grows and develops. And I'm sure Pathway fans are hoping that he grows a few more inches next season.
Yeah, he's playing good.
It is just so important to have a big guy in basketball, at least just a big guy that can play some defense, because if you don't, it just makes everything so much harder.
It really helps. Yeah, you can play all game, and a lot of times you and I had this playing in college. You play all game really hard and you give it your all, but if the other team has big guys, there's just not much you can do with that.
Not
sometimes.
much you can do. You can fight as hard as you can, work as hard as you can, but in the end, a talented big guy wins every time.
When everyone else's energy runs out, the big
Yep.
guy's height did not seem to run out.
Point guard trying to look for something on the inbounds. Passes it out to Yahtzee in the corner. Tight pressure. Oh,
Good take.
good take. Played through contact. And a good take.
He took 2 steps. It was totally legal, but he still covered about the whole length of the key doing it.
Yep. Point guard's trying to set up something up. Gives it number 5, straight to the hoop. Good take. He's got a quick first step to the hoop.
He does.
Number 5 is going on the free throw line.
Yeah, Faith really has a lot of weapons they can use.
They're going to be a tough matchup for the next team in the consolation
I
final.
think so.
I think pretty soon, 22-point game, but pretty soon Coach will probably pull his starters just to give him a rest.
Yeah, I would think so, especially with one more game left today.
But maybe give it a minute and a half, just to be safe.
Just to be safe. It's always nerve-wracking.
22 points in 5 minutes would be really impressive, though, if Pathway could come back from that.
That would.
And Blade takes a shot but misses it, so Faith gets the rebound. Good take by the point guard. Great move to the hoop.
We've seen Faith do, like you said earlier, they are absolutely collapsing whenever they need to. And Pathway, usually what teams will do if you do that is they'll make you pay for it by either making threes or guys will cut behind that collapse, and then they'll get easy shots. Unfortunately, though, Pathway hasn't not been able to collapse on the right guys, and so, or if they have, then Faith has made them pay for it, and it's tough to respond to. Faith really has a lot of guys that can shoot and drive, so
Yeah,
Pathway's working hard. I'll give it to them.
they are,
They're
for
working
sure.
really hard.
They really are.
They're trying it. They're giving it their all. And I've been in those positions just like they are, where you just cannot crack the code. You can't figure out what's going on, what to do. So
Yep. Yeah. And that's how you know it's a good coach team is when, even though they're down by 20, they're still giving it their very all. They're not
Absolutely.
giving up. And kudos to the coaches at Pathway
oh, absolutely.
for good pass inside. There you go. Good. And love to see it. The fans are still cheering them on. Love to hear that support.
Oh, that's awesome.
Faith's still pushing it, though. And a nice shot by number 32.
Yeah, and again, you just see Faith has a lot of options.
The guys on the bench are happy about that guy getting some buckets.
Oh yeah.
And Pathway calls a timeout. We're going to take a quick break. There's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. We'll be back in just a second. All right, we're coming out of the timeout. Probably not too many more timeouts left for each team. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Score is 58-30.
As of
And-
right now, neither team has to worry about fouls. They should be fine on those unless they
Yep.
start to go
Good
off.
play out of the inbounds. Gets a 3. No good. And I'm guessing Faith is just going to start slowing it down, right?
I would think so.
Just kind of run that clock down. Still playing hard, though. Pathway still playing hard on defense. Off the hands of 14. It's all right. Next play.
Yeah, like you said before, I love it. You can tell Pathway's not giving up anytime soon. They're going to play till the end. I love to see that.
And it looks like Coach has most of his starters out for Faith. Giving them a rest before the next game. 4 games in two days is a lot. Definitely going to be sore on Sunday and Monday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a long weekend of basketball. It's a ton of fun.
Yep.
Ton of fun, but you are sore.
And a 3-pointer by number 12. Number 11 gets the rebound, puts it down to 15. 15 passes it out. Try to find something. Lots of defense being played. Okay, good
bucket.
shot by 15.
Good finish by 15. They eventually got it inside. Like you said, Pathway's still playing hard defense.
Yeah, they're making them work still.
I think that's why Faith is still going hard. They don't feel good yet.
Good rebound, but couldn't put it back, and Pathway gets the ball back, and they're pushing it now. And he puts up a 3. And
There we go.
good looking shot by number
Pathway.
30.
Great shot. Pathways
So
needed a
still
3.
a 23-point game. Oh, and almost a near steal. And another 2-pointer. Oh, no good. Thought he was going to put that one in.
Got tipped by number 30 on Pathway. Good play. Yeah, good defense by 30 on Pathway.
Yeah, it
Got
looks
back
like
and tipped it.
10's coming back in. So Coach is really playing some of his key players down the stretch. A few of them are sitting for sure. Pathway's got 2 minutes left of ball. See what they can get on this possession. Works it down. 2 guys there, of course. Trying to do something.
Good shot.
That is such a good shot. This guy has lots of promise.
Yeah, number 11, Blade Larberger, he's really made some big shots. And unfortunately, just not enough points to keep up, but he's had some really good finishes down low.
And
5-second call. Good defense.
Wow. So that is something that if Quentin Rudd were to apply the pressure next game, could work to their favor.
Sure.
And we can see on the tournament bracket that Quentin Road did beat Lake County, so they'll be playing in the consolation final. And a missed 3 by the point guard Denver from Pathway.
So, Joe, we saw Pathway get it down low a good bit, but if it didn't work out, it seemed like they had to pass all the way from down low all the way outside, as opposed to guys cutting to them and maybe getting the ball. I would love to see them just cut a little bit more without the ball, but they've played hard.
Yep. And less than a minute left. Coach calls a timeout to get all his subs in. 30-second timeout. So we're going to stay with you. We'll stay with you guys. And so the next matchup will be between Faith Christian School and Quentin Road, the hosting team. So it should be a good matchup, Jared.
I think so. It'll be a fun one to watch. Hopefully, Faith is not too tired by that point.
Right. Well, same for Quentin Road. 2 high-energy teams.
Totally.
2 teams that love to play up in your face. 2 teams that love the fast break. Quentin Road does love to shoot a lot of threes.
Mhm.
So we'll see if they're hot. And we'll see if Faith's shots can get even hotter because they started off cold, but they've hit a few for sure.
Definitely.
So I think it'll be a really good matchup.
I assume Faith will press just like they have against Pathway, I assume. And we'll see if the Eagles can handle that.
Yep. Yeah, it should be a great matchup.
I hate presses.
Yeah, they're not fun if you're not a confident ball handler. But they say that you don't dribble through a press, so I guess
I know.
it should just be a confident player that can make the right pass.
It's tough with the press to know you have to make quick passes, but if your brain speeds up too much, which is what it's designed to do, then you sometimes make the wrong quick pass. Looks like the logo of his shoe caught the out of bounds line.
So Pathway's getting some last-second shots. Both of these teams are getting their guys in. Good experience for a minute or so.
Definitely. Like you said, I was surprised that Faith didn't have some of those guys in earlier, given their guys rest, but
And that is the game with a score of 58-37. Good fight till the very end between Faith Christian School and Pathway Christian School. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. For Jared, I'm Joe, and have a great rest of your day.